Yeah, I'm 2 up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up, and we was getting that record label money for the...
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Green 90. Green 90.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go play fake. Mahomes. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Bruce Ellington. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On the ball.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw on second down is Newton. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control him. And what I love about the good...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again is Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
First carry for Ty Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Mahomes flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here's Newton now on second down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Third and long, it's Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Z. So.
They go play action. Now Mahomes going deep here for Bryant. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly... Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They will run again with Coleman. And again they stuff it. A loss last time, and this time hitting him for no gain. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He finds Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Newton on first down. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game. I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. They snap it to Newton. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 65 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Prater for the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Newton to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A first half update now from Philadelphia. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
On the ball.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Huff to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have